Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, the new channel. Today's video is going to be discussing Crash Landing on You. So this episode is going to cover episodes 1 and 2 of Crash Landing on You. Be sure to check out my other video covering episodes 1 and 2 of My Demon as well. So it's two very different shows and I'm interested in which performs better. There's more to come, but I need you guys to please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment letting me know what you think so far. Crash Landing on You is about Seri, a wealthy Korean heiress who accidentally paraglides into North Korea during a storm where she's found and protected by Captain Ri Jong-hyuk, a North Korean army officer, leading to a forbidden romance as they try to get her back home amid political tension and family drama. The series is hugely popular, and at the time of its broadcast in June 2020, it was ranked as the third highest rated Korean drama on cable TV history. As we begin the first episode, Seri has been caught by photographers holding hands with an actor. She's not bothered by the scandal. In fact, her request is that her earrings are made clear in the photo because that's going to drive traffic and more people want to buy the products. She gets a call from her brother to let her know that her father has been released on probation. So from the call, it sounds like our female lead has a thing of dating celebrities, I think, because she was previously with a soccer player as well. It's also clear there's some family drama going on because she hangs up on her brother and blocks his number after that. Okay, so then we meet her family. Seri has two brothers, both married, and at dinner the wives are bringing up what each son did wrong while the father was away. When Seri shows up, she speaks directly to the father only. So he wants her to come back home and live with the family. He also says that he wants her to take over the company because he's seen what a great job she's done taking care of her own company. So she looks around the table at her brothers, their wives, and even her mother. And they are all subtly shaking their head at her. So, of course, she accepts the position. Her father wants her to meet him the following day, but she can't because she's testing a new product. So the father said he's going to announce her at the upcoming shareholders meeting instead. And this product she's testing turns out to be this clothing for paragliding. And even though she gets warned that it's windy, her reaction is that it's so that she can fly. So she goes out paragliding herself. And I like this character. She's very pretty, charismatic. She kind of looks like the lady from Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. I didn't realize at first that a whole 17 minutes passed before we get a glimpse of the male lead, Ri Jong-hyuk. And in total, it's 26 minutes before they meet each other. So before we can get into that, though, there's a tornado that sweeps Seri off course while she's paragliding, and she ends up across the border in North Korea, no less. To be honest, the CGI was not that good here. I'll give it some grace since I don't think the rest of the show will need it. Just thought I'd point that out. Ri Jong-hyuk is on patrol when he sees her, and she goes through the full range of emotions, from being happy to see him and thinking the army was deployed to find her, to noticing his uniform more closely and realizing he's from North Korea. Of course, he must be a defector, right? Or maybe if that's not the case, he's here on a covert mission or something? But he finally explains he's not the one in South Korea. Rather, she's in North Korea.
I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
And I found her reaction very believable and funny. She tries to run, but then they both get stuck in place because the storm blew landmines everywhere. and one wrong step would mean losing an ankle. But it turns out that only he stepped on the mine, so before she runs away, her parting words to him is that he's totally her type and they should meet up if they can't ever reunite. And then she runs. A lot of the episode is dedicated to her running, actually. She does manage to cross a fence, but then she realizes that instead of crossing the border into South Korea, she ended up further in a North Korean village. If the soldiers catch her here, they are all going to get in trouble. So at the end of the episode, Ri Jong-hyuk shields her from his superior's sidelines. And I like the story so far. Our leads are polar opposites in terms of personality and environment, so it's a very compelling dynamic. I can't believe the male lead is supposed to be North Korean. I wonder how this was pitched and what was everyone's reactions to the premise to the story. So Yoon Seri is confident and vibrant. Even her company is called Seri's Choice. I didn't know the dynamics between her and her sour-faced mother just yet, but it looks like she had a good relationship with her father in the past. Ri Jong-hyuk is really handsome in episode 2. We didn't get to see it in episode 1 because of the uniform. So from what I've seen in the show so far, he seems to be a stickler for the rules, very stoic, and tries to hide his emotions. But now he's kind of breaking the rules for Seri. His army unit meets at his house to discuss what to do since they all acted badly. Jung-hyuk has failed to capture her when she first entered the country. Another guy was watching K-drama. Another was drinking while on duty, etc. So they give her two choices. They can either take her to the State Security Department where she'll be investigated and they'll figure out what to do with her, or she can stay hidden at Ri Jong-hyuk's house for now until the unit gets her home. And in the following scenes, we get to see more of North Korean lifestyle, how they store meat, kimchi, heat water, and how important these briquettes are to their lives, from cooking to the lanterns they have to use when the electricity goes off, which turns out to be quite often. Well, here in South Africa, we're very familiar with that. Naturally, this is all very jarring and different for Seri, who lived a very comfy life in South Korea. But it's very sweet how Ri Jong-hyuk gets her all these products he wouldn't normally buy for himself, like shampoo, conditioner, a candle, even though it's not scented. But then he's called away to Pyongyang. There was a group of grave robbers he captured that ended up dying in a car accident before they were investigated, and now Jung-hyuk wants to investigate their deaths. Now the show already revealed, though, that the lieutenant commander is behind it. He was working with the grave robbers and killed them before they were investigated and could possibly expose him. Part of the reason Ri Jong-hyuk is investigating this is because his brother died the same way. But while he's at Pyongyang, he gets a call from his army unit and has to rush back. Seri was hiding in the kimchi cellar during the house inspection, but the lieutenant commander finds her and exposes her in front of the village. Luckily, Jung-hyuk is there as the commander holds a gun to her head. So he makes up a lie on the spot that this is his fiancée, and that's how the episode ends. So my overall thoughts is that I need to watch more episodes right now. This was so interesting, and I hope you notice I'm avoiding the politics here. I'm definitely not qualified to discuss it, but nonetheless it's very creative and ambitious plot. We do see occasional glimpses of her family coping with her disappearance, but it's mostly her brothers and their wives. scheming, and it's kind of used for comic relief for the moment. So unless something happens relevant to the plot, I don't think it was necessary to include that. I don't know, I'm a bit scared to say the wrong thing or be controversial considering how popular the series is. And I've said at the beginning, it's so different from My Demon, and it's true. Both shows are interesting and have good plots, but the tone and actors are so different. If I had to guess at the audience, I would say 18 to 24 for My Demon and 24 and up for Crash Landing on You. Comment and let me know if I was close. Anyways, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment as well. Thanks for watching, and bye.